Hey Rumies, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. My name is Miriam Rumi. If this is your first time on this channel, please don't make it your last by clicking the subscribe button below, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So first of all, I need to apologize in advance. This video, there's going to be some type of interference because they're doing a construction work outside and they're throwing iron, so you're just going to hear throughout the video. I'm really sorry. And yeah, so this video is gonna be about 26 lessons I've learned in 26 years. I'm sure a lot of people know I just turned 26 now. If you did not watch my 26-year-old vlog, go and watch it. So yeah, I just turned 26 and I decided to do the 26 lessons I've learned in 26 years. I hope you enjoy watching the video. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, then the first lesson I think I've learned is going to be perfection is impossible. The reason why I'm saying perfection is impossible because I've always been the type of person that is always expecting, like, when I do something, I want it to be perfect, and it always turns out like shit for me. So perfection is impossible. I feel like every time you say you want to do something or you want to put so much effort into it and you want it to be perfect, it always has one flaw or the other, and at the end of the day you're not satisfied, so you can't really achieve perfection. That's why I feel like perfection is impossible. So the second lesson I've learned in 26 years is to cut myself some slack. Cut yourself some slack. I appreciate myself and give myself some credit because I'm never satisfied with anything I do, or like, it's okay not to meet goals sometimes. It's okay not to meet targets. Some people think, oh, at the age of this I expect to be a billionaire, I expect to be married, I expect to be traveling, I expect to different things, and then if it doesn't happen at that particular time, one, doesn't mean it's not going to happen, and two, you're still living good. Like, be satisfied with what you have in the present. So that's why I think you should cut yourself some slack. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. A lot of people just want to work with like work targets, stuff like that, and then you don't meet up, you start to think you're a failure or stuff like that. It's not like that. Cut yourself some slack because you need it. Honestly, you do. It's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to fall behind on schedule sometimes. All these things it's what makes you human. So my third lesson is gonna be know yourself. I think you need to take time to know yourself. This is something I'm still working on myself. I still feel like sometimes I struggle to even know my own self. It might sound silly, but like, a lot of people don't know who they are. A lot of people don't know what they really want. A lot of people are really influenced by things around them or things they see, or probably their group of friends or stuff like that, and you don't really know what you yourself want. You probably don't like this particular music, but because everybody likes it, then you like it. So you need to take time to know yourself. You need to take time to know what works for you. You need to take time to I just spoke me. I just literally went to beg them to tune it down, and then this. Anyways, you need to take time to know what works for you. You need to take time to know what you eat that you react to. You need to, all these things. And then my next point is going to be love yourself. Learn to love yourself. So in the process of loving, you can't just love yourself if you don't know yourself. That's why I think they are both intertwined. You can't love yourself if you don't know yourself. So you need to learn to know yourself. You need to know yourself, and then you need to love yourself. Because who's going to love you if you don't love you? Tell me. Like, I don't know how that works. You need to carry yourself well. You need to carry yourself the way you want people to carry you. And you cannot expect somebody else to give you love if you do not give yourself love. So you need to love yourself. You need to learn to love yourself. If they ask you, do you love yourself? It's very common for people to say, yes, I love myself, but you do a lot of harmful things to yourself. There's no way you would love yourself and you do all those things. You will not eat what to make you react or what to make you out of proportion if you really do love yourself, Just like learn to love yourself. There are so many things that is involved, and it's like beyond the eyes. And when someone says, oh, do you love yourself, you say yes, but you have like low self-esteem or stuff like that, then you don't love yourself. So take time, know yourself, know what you love, like learn to know yourself, then love yourself. So my next point is gonna be self-care. So when I say self-care, a lot of people just think, oh, I take care of myself now. I go out, I chill, I take shisha, I pop champagne. No, that's not what I mean. Self-care is skincare, and skincare is self-care is skincare, and skincare is self-care. So I feel like you need to take care of your skin. You need to take care of yourself. And then that's self-care, right? Taking care of yourself. If you stand up and you want to go to the spa to treat yourself, you're taking care of yourself, but it's skincare at the same time. So self-care is skincare, and skincare is self-care. You need to know what you take into your mouth, because you are what you eat. You need to know what you eat and then you react to, you know. Sometimes you probably break out after eating something, or you probably break out maybe after changing environment, water courses and all of those things, and you wouldn't know if you don't know yourself. So that's why I said they're intertwined. You need to know yourself, you need to love yourself, and then you need to take care of yourself. So self-care is really important. Self-care is beyond going on dates with your friends, or like partying and all of that, or traveling. Self-care is way beyond that. Self-care is skincare, and skincare is self-care. If you watched my birthday vlog and you see what I was saying, I wanted to start getting products and all of that, so I can take care of my skin, so I can take care of myself, because I am what literally the frame is what people see when they see you before they get to know who you are. So you need to take care of yourself, you need to look presentable, you need to look your age, you know. Take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself, please. Self-care. So my next point would have been, you are what you eat, but I already said you are what you eat, because honestly people do not really understand. I feel like a lot of people hear this thing a lot. They hear, oh, you are what you eat, take care of yourself, and you really don't understand what they mean by you are what you eat. So you can't eat like a dog and expect to look like a lion. It's not possible. It doesn't work that way. You're literally what you eat. I'm a living testimony. I've done diets here, and lost weight even without going to the gym, just by cutting off certain things. So like, because I learned to know myself, I knew what works for me. I knew food that I was gonna eat that would make me add weight, and then I knew the food that I would stay away from and I'll see effects, you know. So yeah, what you eat, you just need to learn to know yourself. You just need to cut all those things, and then voila. Everything is just, no, I feel like no dietitian can tell me you're not to eat this, you're not to eat this, blah 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 blah. And why are you paying somebody all of those when you can do it yourself? You literally just need to know what works for you. That's just all. You just need to know what works for you, and everything will be fine. So I feel like self-care is really important. My next point is, it's okay, you're not alone. So we go through different phases in life, we go through different challenges in life, and sometimes you just feel like, oh, why is everything like this for me? Like, and other people are having it better, other people are like having life easier, I always have to work hard, blah blah blah. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. Nobody's having life easy. People might be financially capable to do things that you call your dream, or the things that you think are your dreams, but doesn't mean they're having it better than you, because everybody has one issue or the other. So you're not alone. It's okay. Literally, it's okay. And also, I know I've said things about self-care, yeah, what to eat and blah blah blah. So people actually take it literally. Literally, and then they would eat and go and drop after, or they will literally starve themselves. You starve yourself so that you can look good, so you can stay in the same shape or stay in the same size or stuff like that. It's okay to sometimes let yourself go. Like, I've not been on a diet for about 3-4 months now, because I just needed a break. And then currently I'm I didn't even want to check the scale to see what I weigh, but like I just needed a break. And this whole thing is supposed to be a lifestyle. Eating healthy is supposed to be a lifestyle. It's not supposed to be an obligation. It's supposed to be what you enjoy. So sometimes you feel like you need a break. It's okay to actually take a break from it all and just do you, as long as you know yourself and you know how to like get back in track or stuff like that. That's my own opinion. It's my 26th lesson, right? So I feel like it's okay, you're not alone. My next point is believe in yourself and be positive. So obviously a lot of people believe in themselves and a lot of people do not. You see people that even before they do something, they're already saying, I can't do it. Like, oh, they're already saying I can't do it. They already think they can't do it, and because you're thinking it, believe me, it's happening because you're already saying it into the universe, and the universe is already taking it. Like, you're already proclaiming that you cannot do it, and so you can't do it. So you need to learn to believe in yourself. What's the worst that can happen? So believe in yourself and be positive, even if deep down you feel like this thing you're about to do is a bit bigger than you. You still need to say, I can do it, I can do anything, you know. And then be positive minded, be positive about it, and not just sit down there and think, oh no, I can't do this, I'll skip it and stuff like that. No, it doesn't work that way. So believe in yourself and be positive. So my next point is going to be learn to say no. This particular one, I struggle with it a lot. I don't struggle with it anymore. I struggled with it a lot, a whole lot. If someone asks me for something that I probably cannot even afford, because I don't want to say no, I would give it to them and go out of my way and displease myself just to please the person. And that's ridiculous. It's not supposed to be so. You need to learn to say no. You're tired, someone is asking you, let's chill out, and believe me, you're not doing anything, you're just probably watching Netflix. You can say no. You can simply just say, no, let's do tomorrow or something. Like, because it's okay to say no. It's human to say no. You cannot please everybody. That's not possible, because even if you say yes, you still might not please the person you're saying yes to. So you need to have that at the back of your mind, and I don't know why I keep doing this. You need to have that at the back of your mind, and you just need to learn to say no. Something is not comfortable for you, say no. Somebody is trying to buy their way around you and you don't like it, say no. Someone is speaking to you in manners you don't like, say no. Because, I mean, your priority. You need to put yourself first. So if it's not convenient for you, say no. And my next point is going to be you are priority. Like I said earlier, yes, you are priority because like you're the captain of this ship. You are the president of this country. You are the leader of this tomorrow. So, I mean, everything is revolved around you. So you're a priority, and you need to learn to please yourself before you please others. So you need to know that you are a priority. You need to put that at the back of your mind all the time. You are a priority. You are important. You are the captain of this ship. My mom always says this thing, which means the day you stop loving yourself, you become a ghost. I really don't know how that's just Yoruba English anyways. But like the day you stop loving yourself, you become a ghost. Literally, it makes sense when you think it, but it might not make sense when you say it. So it's important for you to know that you're a priority. It's important for you to put yourself first before everything and everyone, except God, of course. And this leads to my next point, which is learn to survive on your own. There will come a time when you have to say no to people, you have to say no to things. People would not agree with opinions that you have when you start to stand for yourself all of a sudden. If you have always been a people pleaser and you start to stand for yourself all of a sudden, people are not going to agree with you, some people are going to disagree with you, and it's okay. That is why it's important for you to learn to be alone, learn to survive on your own, learn to rely on yourself, and you'll be fine. Don't be that person that always needs an extra bag to do things. You want to go out, you need someone to come with you. you want to do something, you need a push by somebody. So what if nobody is there? Like, I feel like this is one lesson that most people have learned in their life, learning to be on their own, learning to survive on their own. And that brings me to my next point, which is 20 friends can't be friends for 20 years. My mom used to say that too. 20 friends can't be friends for 20 years. This one, it hit me really hard. Like, really, really hard. I used to be this girl that has so many friends. I'll bring like 6, 8 people to my tiny little room back then, and would all manage. My mom would just let me do what I want and take care of us and all of that. And there came a time where we had to go our separate ways, and I really, really struggled. I struggled a whole lot. I didn't know how to survive on my own. I didn't know how to do, I couldn't do most of the things I used to do before, because I would always have 1 or 2 friends to be with me, encourage me or something like that. Where I really understood this in 2019 was when it really hit me hard. I learned to pull down my phone and just like enjoy myself, enjoy my environment, because I mean, I was going through something I didn't really want to share with everyone. I'm really sorry about this noise, you guys. I'm really sorry. So I was going through something I didn't want to share with everyone, and because of that, I kind of stayed off social media and a lot of other platforms. And that was when I realized the people that were actually really in my life and people that were not in my life, because now that I was in everybody's faces, I could tell who really like was my friend and who wasn't. And if my phone was ringing, I could tell, okay, this is the person that's calling me, because it was really obvious that because you were out of sight, you were out of mind. And I just, I had to learn to survive on my own. I realized that not everybody that you call your friend is your friend, and it's okay. And this brings me to my next point, which is people come and go. People would walk into your life and literally walk back out of your life. Like, you just here sitting down on your own, somebody's going to walk into your life and then walk back out, which is crazy. Now when I say walk in and walk out, it doesn't mean they're leaving or something. It could be circumstances, it could be change of environment, it could be life, it could be death, whatever. But like, people come and go. So don't get attached. Don't get attached to things. Don't get attached to people. I don't know. When I say don't get attached to people, I know it sounds weird, but honestly, don't get attached to people. If they're not like your family or something, I don't know, but like, don't get attached, because somehow it has worked for me. I have it at the back of my mind that people come and go, literally. So when someone walks into my life, it's always very hard for me to let you in. And then even when I do let you in, I have it at the back of my mind that anything will happen and then you just leave, so I'll be fine. I already trained my mindset like that, and it might sound silly, but it works for me. People come and go, so don't get attached. Don't get attached to humans. Don't get attached to material things. That one is even crazy. Last year, my brother had an accident. We're all thankful that, oh my God, he's alive, because it was a crazy one and his car was written off. But him, yeah, he was happy too, but later he realized that he had no car, and then obviously he's feeling fucked up, yeah? But we were happy that he's alive and all of that. So it went from someone that had a car to someone that doesn't. So like, don't get attached to things, don't get attached to people, don't get attached. Just don't get attached. Believe me, I lost my brother and my dad in 2018, and it was a big blow. Like, in the spacing of 3 months, my brother died and then my dad died, and I had to struggle because I really relied on these people. I really did. So I had to struggle to pick myself back up, and that's when I told myself I wasn't going to rely on anything. I was not going to get attached to certain things or certain privileges I'm getting from a person or stuff like that, because it could just vanish. It could. This is life, so let's not get attached, please. So my next point is going to be, don't compare your life to others. So now this one, a lot of people do it without even knowing they're doing it. They do it. So without even knowing they are doing it, they actually do compare their lives to other people. It's okay to have a role model, it's okay to have someone you admire, but don't start thinking, oh, I wish I was like this person. or I wish I had what this person had, because now that's ridiculous. That's where it becomes toxic. You really don't know what that person is going through. You really don't know the shit that person is putting up with, called life, and you're wishing to be them, or you're wishing to be like them. You can get inspired. You can actually get inspired by your mates. You can actually get inspired by, maybe you think you're too young and someone is doing something and you're inspired by what that person is doing. You can get inspired, literally. You can like how someone dresses, you can like someone's lifestyle, but like, don't wish that on yourself, because you really don't know what's there, what's the true story there. Don't wish you're someone else. Don't compare your life to someone else's. Just work on yours. I mean, fingers are not equal and they do the same thing. You can get there through a different way. Don't start comparing. Don't start saying, I want this person, I want it the way this person. No, it doesn't work that way. You need to know that that's toxic and that's not helping yourself. My next point is, don't be expectant. And when I say don't be expectant, I mean don't be expectant. You know, when you think because you did something for someone, you expect that when it gets to that person's time, they are going to do the same for you. Don't be expectant, because you're just going to be disappointed. Most of the time, I always say, like, if someone wrongs me, I'm always telling them, oh no, it's fine if they're apologizing, because honestly, I'm not disappointed, because I wasn't really expecting anything from you. I wasn't really putting you up here and then you disappoint me. So if you're not expectant, you can't get disappointed. And it works. I feel like if you're expectant, people are just going to crush you. They're going to crush your dreams. They're going to crush your belief. Don't impose your belief on others. Don't impose your morals on others, because it doesn't work that way. If you think you did something for this person, just do it. Don't expect it in return, because you're going to be disappointed. So don't be expectant. My next point is going to be, don't be entitled. Nothing comes for free. You know, when you feel like, oh, I'm entitled to this, or I'm entitled to, no, nothing comes for free in this life. You have to work for everything. Don't think because you are a lady you should get certain privileges or certain things for free. It doesn't work that way. So don't count what you do for people. Don't be expectant. Don't think you're going to get the favors you do in return the same way. No, people can pay good with evil. That's why they are humans. And always have it in the back of your mind that nothing comes for free. Zero. Nothing comes for free. Don't be expectant at all. So my next point is going to be, don't judge a book by its cover. Now this one, no. Don't think because you call someone your friend, the person is actually your friend. Don't think because this person says, oh, this is my friend, the person is actually your friend. Don't judge a book by its cover, and don't judge people generally. Don't sit down there and say, oh, this person is nasty, or because you hear things about the person, you don't give the person a chance and you just believe it, and the next thing you're already treating the person that way too, because things don't always seem the way they look. The people you expect to stand for you are not the ones that are going to stand for you at the end of the day. Most of the time, it's always someone you don't know, someone you don't expect that comes true for you. Don't go around judging people by what you heard about them. Don't go around judging people by how they appear, how they look. Don't judge people generally. Just don't, because you had to break. You had to just break. Just judge somebody because the person looks fragile, they can't hurt you. No, that's a lie. Don't judge people. So my next point is gonna be, make time for what you love and make time for the people that you love. Now this particular one I think is really important. It's really important for you to find your hobbies. Yeah, that's why I said you need to know yourself. Some people don't even know what they love. Some people don't even know their hobbies right now. You need to find your hobby and you need to make time for it. Once or twice a week, you need to make time for that thing that you really love, that person that you really love. You need to make time for the people that are in your life, because no one can really predict tomorrow. You need to seize the moment right now. Someone like me, I talk to my mom every day. If I do not talk to her, sometimes we even talk twice a day. If I don't call my mom today, tomorrow she's going to call me and be like, are you okay? What's going on? And she's going to be worried because she knows it's unlike me. I always make time for those that I care about. if I care about you, I'll make time for you. At the end of the day, those are the things that always put secret smiles on your face when you're going through life. And life is too short, so you don't know what tomorrow holds. So always make time for just that you love and just that are around you. I feel like I'm preaching right now, but like I'm just really talking about my life experiences and things I've gotten to learn from life. So please make time for those that you love. So my next point is going to be appreciate everything around you. Appreciate what you have. Don't say, instead of saying, oh, thank God for this, or oh my God, I'm so happy I have this, don't say, why is this all I have, I want more. No, don't do that. It's okay to want more, but don't say it in a negative way. Always be appreciative. Appreciate what you have. Appreciate what you have around you. Appreciate what you can see and what you cannot see. Being alive alone is it's a gift, it's a blessing. Appreciate it. Appreciate the things that you cannot see. Appreciate what you have that you think is normal, because believe me, for other people it is not normal. So let's be appreciative, please. Now that I'm done with those series of life touching this thing, my next point is going to be no loss, no gain. Yeah, literally, no loss, no gain. Just the way it sounds. A lot of people say no loss, no gain, but they don't even understand. I feel like to achieve this, you need to let go of your fear. You need to let go of everything that you think can be wrong with doing something to change your life. You might want to change a lifestyle. You might want to take like a life-changing step. You want to get married. You want to start a business. You want to move countries, you know, stuff like that. You need to know that you should remove the fear from your mind. Most of the time, people are always scared to start something new because they don't know what it holds. You think, oh, what if I start this business and it just doesn't go the way it should? Or maybe what if I get married and it doesn't work for me because people's marriages are not working these days, if we're being honest. Like listen thing, no loss, no gain. You should be prepared to lose if you want to make a gain or a profit out of something. If you want to succeed at something, you should be prepared low-key that anything could happen, because I feel like no success story comes without a challenge. So just ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? No loss, no gain, honest. So you need to follow your goals and you need to get rid of the fear of failure. That's always what holds everybody back. Most of the times you need to listen to that inner voice that is just telling you you can do it and stuff like that, and push out the fear and take that step that you are so scared of taking, because no loss, no gain. That's just my meaning, my definition to that statement. That's my definition to it. My next point is going to be let yourself live. A lot of people don't even let themselves enjoy the things of life, forgetting that you only live once. Like, let yourself live. Let yourself make mistakes. Let yourself correct that mistake. Don't be that person that just says you are not allowed to fail at anything. You are not allowed to be broke at any time. You are not allowed to have failed relationships. You are not allowed. You are young, even though you are old. You are alive. So like, let yourself live. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to do crazy stuff. You're allowed to misbehave. It's supposed to be something that when it happens to you, you correct yourself. So allow yourself to live. Allow yourself to experience the stages of life. Don't be that perfectionist. Like I said earlier, perfection is like a myth. It really doesn't happen. Don't be a perfectionist. Allow yourself live. Allow yourself make mistakes. Allow yourself to relax sometimes. But you need to understand that you actually only live once. So let yourself live. Let yourself experience things. Be a youth. Be hot. Be beautiful. Be reckless. Be cautioned. Be cautious. Be energetic. Enjoy your first moments of things. Like, there's so much that comes with living, and I feel like a lot of people miss out on it because they are trying to be too perfect. They are trying to be the best, the perfect person, the perfect staff, the perfect child, you know, and you don't let yourself live. And I feel like that's just not what is. A lot of people start to save, they do investment businesses, they do all these things, they don't even take care of themselves or spend on themselves. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with saving. You should be saving. All I'm just saying is always remember to take out time for yourself. Always remember to spoil yourself sometimes. Imagine you save, work hard, then you die, and then all your effort is passed on to somebody else, and the person just chills. The person just balls, pops champagne, squanders everything you worked for. Like, nobody's gonna carry on your legacy at the end of the day. Even if someone is carrying on your legacy, they can't do it the way that you want it to be done. Look at our government. When Fashola was the governor of Lagos State, he wanted good roads. He was working on this Lagos Badagry road, like from mile 2 all the way to Badagry. He wanted to do this nice road and all of those things, trains. And then when Ambode came in, he wanted bus parks. He wanted a different thing, although they were from the same party. So honestly, it really doesn't matter. Sometimes just take breaks, enjoy your life, go on that vacation, go on that trip, do that skydiving, you know, do something and just enjoy your life and just let yourself live, because at the end of the day you only live once. Now my next point is gonna be learn to learn. I feel like a lot of people don't understand learning. It's not something that you only experience when you're in school, or it's not something that you should drop the moment you finish from higher institution and stuff like that. Learning is something that we should experience every day. We should actually learn every day. Learn to learn. Like, if you listen to music, I'm pretty sure there is one word or something that is being said in that song that you didn't even know before, you've never really paid attention to. Being ignorant is so ancient. You need to learn to learn, and to learn you need to actually drop all that you think you know and then pick up the universe opinion and the world's opinion. You need to learn from other people's experiences, you need to learn from other people's work, you need to learn, like, you need to just learn to learn. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't do a lot of learning, and yeah, I just feel like we should learn every day. Now my next point is going to be learn to listen. This one might sound cliche, but we need to learn to listen. When I say listen, I don't mean listen when somebody's talking. I mean you need to learn to listen to your environment. You need to learn to listen to your thoughts. You need to learn to listen to silence. You need to learn to listen to vibe. You need to learn to listen to everything going on around you. I feel like a good listener never really goes wrong. Like, if you're a good listener, in my opinion, you're a successful person, because nothing really comes so sudden in life. The way people see it, nothing really comes so sudden. If you actually know how to listen to your vibe, if you know how to listen to your thoughts, if you know how to listen to what's going on around you, you won't be surprised by certain things, because you already have an hint of what's going on. So listening is not just about listening to conversations and all of that. We need to start opening up and listening to things that we think is not there, and then we'll actually see they are there. So learn to listen, guys. Now my next point, I intentionally put this one down because it just can't be up. It has to be. It has to be, because I feel like it just backs up everything else that I've said, which is financial stability. I feel like you need to find a means of income, irrespective of your age. As long as you're like 20, 21, 22, you know. I'm not talking about teenagers here, but even teenagers say, if you're 18 and you get an opportunity, please don't let it pass you, because you're building your future, you're building your tomorrow right now. Don't let it pass you. But let me face this one: financial stability. Yo, you guys, you need to find a source of income. You need to find a means of income. You need to find a way to provide for yourself, because I feel like financial stability just gives you this type of independence, and it kind of backs up everything I've talked about. Imagine you're staying with a friend, and then this friend says, my girlfriend is coming around, please, I need some privacy. And because I said you're important, you're number one, learn to say no, you're the captain of the ship. You now say, oh no, I want to rest today, so I can't, like, I can't leave the house for you to have your girlfriend come around. Or maybe you're relying on somebody financially and the person is telling you to go do this, or like they're telling you the course to read. People always dictate to you when you rely on them. Financial stability kind of gives you this independence power to, honestly, I'm going to leave this talk for a whole video, because I feel like if I start talking about finances, I'm not going to finish. You need to learn to save, you need to learn to save, you need to learn to save, you need to learn to invest, you need to learn to find a way to make yourself financially stable. I just feel like one means of finance isn't enough. You always have to find other ways. Imagine you're in a relationship and you're mad at your partner, or like maybe you're married even, and you're not really like financially stable, or maybe you're this type of sit-at-home type of lady, and you're mad at your partner, but because there's no food in the house, you can't keep malice with him. You have to smile and then ask him for money for food or stuff like that. Or sometimes you even just need a break from everything. I said, take care of yourself, do the things you love, you only live once. All these things cost. They cost. Finance, they really actually do cost. So you have to be financially stable to literally be able to do most of all these other things I've said. That's why I feel like financial stability, I'm tired of saying that word, but I feel like it's really important. We should really start checking our finances, because we're not getting any younger, you know. So now my next point is just going to be like a bonus point, and it is let go and let God. I know it sounds but like, honestly, let go and let God. You need to have a relationship with God. You need to find a relationship with God. I don't know what kind of relationship it is. I'm not going to tell you how to pray or how to find this or how to, because me myself, I'm struggling right now. But you need to find some type of relationship with God. I grew up in a very godly environment. My mom was she was really into this, going to church. She was, one time they were offering her to be a pastor in a new parish, but because of her work she had to decline. But you get what I'm trying to say. I was that child that always had to go to church, go to Sunday school, go to church during weekdays. Those things were not questioned by me. They came natural to me, like it was upbringing. And then I followed it. Then I went to university. I went to Bowen University, and Bowen University is a church type of school. It's owned by Baptist College. It's owned by Baptist Church rather. So in Bowen, church is compulsory, chapel is compulsory. You go to chapel on Monday, you go to chapel on Wednesday, you go to chapel on Friday, you go to chapel on Sunday in the morning, and then you go in the evening. So like, church is actually a must. I feel like, in fact, they literally force you to serve God, which was weird. You're not supposed to force somebody to serve God. If you are caught commenting certain offenses in school, the repercussion or the punishment is not always as strong as if you even start chapel, because they believe that it's God first. But at the same time, they were not giving us the same vibe. You know how, as a teenager, if they force you to do something, you always tend to want to break the rules. And then they force you to go to church. You get to church and there's some type of discrimination in that same church. Or maybe they want to award some certain students. It's always the Baptist ones that they are always like favored. They are always in favor of the Baptist ones. I even heard pastors' kids pay less fees than the rest of us. Like, all those things just made me feel like, yo, no. So I started to start the chapel. I started to say I'm not going to church. They'll bring other matters into church business. Imagine them in church punishing people that probably snuck out of school, or like was caught having sex or something inside the church. That's where they passed the punishments. So it just felt wrong to me, and I started pushing away. I started to start chapel. I started to avoid everything, and then I let it sit like that even after I graduated, and it has affected my relationship with God somehow. And I'm currently I'm working on it. I'm still working on it, so I can't really preach God to you, but I really feel like you should have some type of relationship with God. I don't know what kind of relationship it is, but you honestly should have a relationship with God. If you're still watching this video, please subscribe to my channel right now and hit the like button. And yeah, that's it for this video. That's my 26 lessons in 26 years, and I'll see you in another vlog or video. Bye.